All right, I'm going to try to do a quick little overview and reminder of how atoms become ions. And then my next video will go into how you take ions to make ionic compounds. So here we go. First, let's pick an atom. So I'm going to pick an atom that has 3 protons in it. Quick reminder, a proton is a little positively charged subatomic particle. They're sort of glued together inside the nucleus of an atom. Usually in this case, this particular type, you would also have 3 neutrons also glommed in there. Those 3 neutrons actually help to sort of glue and hold that nucleus together. So this particular atom, as an aside, if you look on your periodic table, this is lithium. Lithium has atomic number 3 because of its 3 protons, and atomic mass of 6 because you've added the 3 protons and 3 neutrons together. So that's what we're starting with. We have lithium here. Now, one of the things that all atoms are trying to do, or actually, let me stop there. If I stop right there, I have 3 positives. This thing would have a charge of +3, which would never happen for lithium. Lithium is not going to have a charge of +3 because it's not going to lose all of the third subatomic particle that are going to be floating around in an electron cloud around the outside of lithium. Those are these electrons. So now if I have 3 electrons, each with a negative charge, 3 protons in the nucleus with a positive charge, this is a neutral atom. It is a particle. It's going to be out there on the planet bumping into stuff, not really reacting. Except that lithium actually wants to have its outermost orbital, that's the sort of the location where, or the outermost cloud where the electrons live, it's going to want those to be full. And in lithium's case, it needs to either lose 1 electron so that it has 2 on the outside, or it needs to gain 5 more electrons to be full on the outside. Sorry, 6 more electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more electrons to be full on the outside. So it'd have to like grab 7 more electrons to pile those in to make itself feel fully satisfied. So it's going to lose an electron. And that's where lithium goes from being an atom to an ion with a +1 charge. Now, how does that work? It lost something and now it's positive. Well, let's review here. It has 3 protons. Those haven't gone anywhere. You can't change the number of protons of an atom. That's nuclear chemistry. We're not doing nuclear chemistry. We have our 3 neutrons also hanging out there. Now we have our 2 electrons instead of our 3 electrons. And that's how it works. You've lost an electron. This electron has gone somewhere, probably to another atom that's looking for an extra electron. And so now lithium has a positive charge. Now you say, well, how in the world could something become negative? Well, let's pick something on the other end of the periodic table. Let's pick our friend fluorine. So fluorine, atomic number 9, means that, oh boy, here we go. We have to draw 9 protons. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's also jammed in there going to be about 10 neutrons. Now, you can take my word for it. Let's just say that that's 10 neutrons. And then if fluorine is neutral, it would need to have 9. 9 electrons floating around. So there's our neutral fluoride, or fluorine. So remember, atomic number 9, it has a mass number of 19. That is 10 neutrons, 9 protons. And now, to become an ion, what fluorine is actually looking for, more than anything else, is one more electron. It actually wants to have a total of 10, because it's going to have 2 electrons on its inner orbital, and that would give it 8 on the outside. And 8 is like the magic number for most atoms. They want to have 8 electrons in their outermost orbital. Remember now, 2 of these for fluorine are in an inner orbital. So currently it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I drew too many. Why didn't somebody say anything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There you go. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 7 around the outside. It just needs one more. And of course, remember lithium up here? Well, lithium has that one more. So it takes this electron. And when it takes that electron, now we have fluorine with a -1 charge. And I'm not going to redraw it. I'm going to say there are 9 protons. There are 10 neutrons in the nucleus. And now around the outside we have 1, 2 on the inner orbital, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 electrons around the outside. So fluorine has now become actually fluoride. Yes, just like in your toothpaste. And it has a -1 charge. Looking up here, lithium has just become lithium. When a positive ion or an atom becomes a positive ion, we don't change its name. We'll get into that later. But now we have a positive ion, or a up here, which is called a cation. We have a negative ion called an anion, and that's how they form.